then you let them sit for, like, I do them all once, and then by the time you're done the last one in the first initial roll, it's time to do the first one again in the second. So we want it well coated in confectioner sugar, and space them pretty good because they do grow. Yeah, they spread out quite a bit, so give them enough room that they won't all clump together and look all silly, because we want them to look as perfect as possible. So, because it's Christmas and you kind of want Christmas to be extra nice for everybody. Now, what I do with these cookies, as some of you know, I give these out as Christmas presents for people that you don't really keep in contact with a whole lot. You don't really exchange gifts with them, but you feel, you know, you want to get them something. A nice handmade cookie or a handmade craft works great for that. So I've got to make 9 batches of these bad boys for Christmas this year, and what I did, I just went down to Michael's and I bought some plain white cookie boxes, and then I just bought some really nice ribbon, and I bought 3 sizes so you can have a wide piece, and then medium size, and then a small piece, and lap them on top of each other, so it makes a really nice tri-colored ribbon. One is plaid, and then I got some other colors, and it takes away from the plainness of the box, but it doesn't cost an arm and a leg for cookie boxes, because, I mean, we're trying to be economical, right, with this, so it doesn't cost too much. Because the cookies, the box isn't important, really. It's the cookies that are important, and they're handmade, you know, from you to the person you're giving them to, and that's special. That's more special than something that's bought from a store, I find, but that's just me. So we're almost done rolling these things. Oh, there we go. Once it starts melting, as you can see, it's pretty messy. So if you've got children and they're helping you make this, yeah, this is what is time consuming and not so fun, but it can be if you have kids and they like getting messy and licking their hands. Just don't let them lick their hands and then roll the cookies, because that's just nasty. So there we go. And try to get them as round, as perfectly round as possible, because they're gonna puff out, and you don't want them to be all different shapes. So we're gonna try to make them as uniform and as perfect as we can get them. But we don't want them to seem too pretentious. So yeah. But a nice round. The rounder the better, and the more uniform the better, I think. But oh well. See, this is, yeah, it's starting to thaw out now, and it's getting really messy, so I suggest, to help this, for the next batch I'm going to leave them into the freezer probably about an hour and a half instead of 45 minutes, just so I don't run into this problem next time, because it's getting unmanageable right now, and that's no fun for anybody. So, and as you can hear, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I still have Christmas music on, because you have to have it on during the whole entire baking process of Christmas cookies. You really can taste the difference, trust me. You can taste the difference, because you can taste the music. I'm weird. Let's just go with it. So yeah, see, it's getting really kind of gross right now, and it's getting hard to peel off of the parchment paper. So we're just gonna quickly do this, and then there we go. One more left to do. Yeah, see, this is really hard to peel off, and yeah, better to leave it in for an hour and a half than 45 minutes. It just makes everything more workable, because this is just, it's just coming off everywhere, and it's really, oh my, that's really special right there. That's really major. Okay, so I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees because that's what we're going to bake them at for 13 minutes. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands first before we do the second roll. There we go. There. So now we've got our cookies. That was the first roll done. Now we're just gonna do a second roll in the confectioner sugar of each one, just to give it a little bit of extra. You don't want to really see any brown. You want it to be completely white, and that's why we call them snow caps, because they just look like little snowballs, and it's really pretty major, and it tastes awesome. So it just makes everything even better. So get it all covered. Oh right, back. I've heated the oven 350. We're gonna bake them for 13 minutes. I don't advise baking any more than 13 out of experience. 13 seems to be perfect, and if you stick a toothpick or a cake tester in them, it will come out gooey, as if they're like really undercooked. But trust me, you don't want to go any more than 13, because they'll, when they're dry, when they're cool, they'll come out really dry and hard, and yeah, it's not the tastiest thing out there. So 13 minutes is what I am going to bake mine at, and I suggest you do the same, but it's a free world. You're allowed to do what you want. 12 minutes. 12 minutes seems to be a little bit on the too undercooked side, so I go 13, which seems to do it just perfectly perfect. And then we're just, yeah, continuing with the second roll. As you can see, they're completely white. You can't see any brown, and that's what we want. We want them just to look like little snowballs, because this will dry out and it's going to crack the cookie all apart. So you're going to have spots that are really, really white with this confectioner sugar, and then in between you're going to see the like little rivers of brown, and it looks really good, and it tastes major, and it's just, they're great. And that's why I bake them for everybody. Almost done here. And this part's quite messy, and when you have a whole lot of these, it gets really tedious. And so if you're making a lot of these cookies, I suggest, if you have kids, put them to work and make them help you with this. So it's not all like, it's not so tedious for you. There we go, that's the last one there. There, perfect. There we go. They're all perfectly coated. I don't see any brown, and if you do see brown, just do it a third time or fourth time, however many times it takes to get rid of the chocolate color. There we go. So they're all coated. They're going in the oven for 15 minutes, or 13 minutes. Sorry, not 15 minutes. We want 13. Start. There we go. There, we're going to cook them for 13 minutes at 350, and they will turn out absolutely perfect. Okay, the cookies are now done, so I'm going to grab them out of the oven. Get some oven mitts here. And it smells absolutely major in here now. Oh yes, they look perfect. Now, I'm don't know, there, you can see them there. They've all split apart, and we've got the white and the chocolate kind of showing through different colors. It looks really, really good. These turned out perfectly perfect, and they smell so great. So I'm gonna let these cool. That's my cookie recipe. That is how I do. And there you go. Have a Merry Christmas, and I hope yours turn out as well as mine do.